Now we are going to lead you on PTC Online Guided Tours Part 4, Gears Turning the World. Let's welcome Aaron Sun from Hangzhou Sino-Deutsch Power Transformation Equipment Company. Let's welcome Aaron.
Hello. Hello everyone. My name is Aaron Sun from the Export Department of Fixedstar Group. And about our company, we are a regular exhibitor of PTC Asia for many years. And our company was formerly Hangzhou Reducer Factory, where was established from 1976. Until now, we have been 40 years history. And we are specialized in drive technology research and manufacturing world-class gear reducers for power transmission industry, and include the worm reducer, helical gearbox, helical gear model, and shaft-mounted reducers, and some spare parts. And later, I would like to introduce some of our main products in our exhibition. And about our factory, now we have 2 plants, cover 90.6 acres in Hangzhou and Changxing cities. So we are the largest manufacturer among all Chinese gear reducer suppliers. And now I would like to introduce some of our main products here. And I would like to introduce some of our hot products at this exhibition. And the first one is FCM worm reducer. Look at this and this is our very common, very major products in our factory. And our export amount of FCM worm reducer is the largest among all Chinese reducer factory. And compared to iron casting, FCM worm reducer is made of aluminum alloy, the worm housing. It will be lighter than the iron casting. It will be easier for installation. And the most important parts of the worm reducer is the worm shaft and the worm wheel inside. And about the worm wheel, we are one of the fewer suppliers who are still using 12-2 bronze type. The other manufacturers are using 94 bronze type. The main differences between the 12-2 bronze and the 94 bronze is the main ingredient. For the 12-2 bronze, there are 11% is made of tin, and about the 94 bronze type, there are about the most parts is made of cuprin. So, as we know, tin is more flexible than the cuprin. So that's why the tin material could help for the reducer efficiency and running more smoothly, and low noise and durable service life. So, but for cuprin, they don't have these advantages. So, but the tin prices is more expensive. But under this competitive market, our company still use 12-2 bronze to make the worm wheel. And about the worm shaft, we can say the worm shaft Fixedstar are supplying the best quality worm shaft in China. Even most factories, they buy the worm shaft only from us. Because they know Fixedstar is supplying the best quality worm shaft in China. If the customer visit our factory, they will see we have over 20 steps to machine every worm shaft. So to make the high precision. The high precision also will be helpful for the working efficiency and service life. And so that because of these advantages, our FCM worm reducer became the very hot products in our company. Especially, we have a new design. we have a new design of FCN1 reducer from the 2005. This new design, the main differences is between the worm body. You can see the new design will be more compact than the square type. It will be helpful for the installation mounting position for customers. Also, the worm body material will be high density than the square type. It can carry much larger output compared to the same size. So it means they are the same size, and this one is able to carry much larger output than the traditional type. Now more and more customers are choosing our new design worm reducer, especially for the reseller, because there are too many traditional type reducer in the world. So the new design will be more attractive to help them to win more market. And these two products are our new products from last year, and we call them the solar tracking rotary reducers. They are used for the solar energy industry. As we know, solar energy is very potential and a big trend for the market right now, because solar energy is helpful for the environment. So many suppliers are developing products for the solar energy industry. Also, for our Fixedstar, we started to develop the rotary reducers from last year. So here you can see our new product. Especially for the rotary reducer, they are different from the FCN1 reducer. They are not very common. There are not common models can be used for every company. So it will require custom made for every supplier. But for Fixedstar, we can custom made for them in very short time. And finally, I want to introduce our helical geared motors. As you can see, here are 4 types of helical geared motors here. The first one is the inline geared motor. You can see the input motor and output shaft are stay in one line. So this is FR inline geared motor. And the second one is the FK geared motor. The input motor and output shaft are 90 degrees. And the third one is a shaft mounted geared motor. The input motor and the output shaft are in the same direction but not in one line. They are parallel. So these 3 types can be able to used for customer have different mounting position requirement. And also we have this aluminum casting the geared motor. This body is made of aluminum. It's much lighter than the iron casting. This is we specially made for some customers because they want to use much lighter weight geared motor. So we start to use the aluminum to make the helical geared motor right now. So these 4 types are our main helical geared motors in our factory.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for your introduction about your product. So next question for you is, would you like to talk about the difference between your company's foreigner and domestic customer demand, and how do your company to balance them?
Okay. For our domestic market customers, because they always require very short delivery time and a small order quantity. So our company will keep stock of the many different sizes of spare parts in stock to ensure we can deliver and assemble the gear reducers for domestic market customers in short time. But for the foreign customers, because as we know, the sea shipment will take a very long time. So the foreign customers will order a big quantity in one sea shipment. So we can balance the delivery time between the domestic market and the foreign customers. We can use our spare parts to assemble and finish the assembling for domestic customers in short time, and we have longer time to supply for the foreign customers. And also about the after-sales service for our domestic market, because we all in the same country, our engineers are very easier to go to their city to check the problem and doing the repair. But for foreign customers, although we are far from the distance, but we also supply very considerable of a service life. First, we will ask them to send the pictures or videos of the unqualified reducers. Then we will find the problem. Or even we can ask them to send back the sample for our check by free. Then we will supply the body report. The body report will include the root cause and what steps we will do in the next order to prevent the same problem. So even the foreign customers are far from us, but we still can offer their very considerable plan for the after-sales services.
Okay. So as we talked regarding service and the products, what are your company's service feature in terms of export business?
Okay. As being a 40 years factory, we have very mature production line and a strong ability to supply the best level gear reducers. Also, 30% of our products are custom made for other manufacturers. Especially for big foreign companies, and they will have new projects every year. So they will require their suppliers have the strong ability to custom made the new spare parts for their new projects in very short time. So just like our rotary reducers, they are not common models for every supplier. It will require the custom made. But for Fixedstar, we can finish the new product and custom made and the production line in very short time. That's our most advantages.
So I believe that our overseas visitors were interested in your company's product. So in the end, would you like to say something to our overseas visitors can reach on site this year?
Okay. So if you want to find a reliable and friendly supplier for gear reducers and supply you the best level among all Chinese reducer, Fixedstar will be there. One of best choice, and we welcome the customers all over the world to visit our factory, because seeing is believing. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for support our online guided tours. Thank you.